All right, I'm playing Brook City here. The second part of this particular playthrough, which is Ying Hua Wong and Morgan Hall versus Ah Long in the Keys to the Kingdom case. This is pretty much all the stuff in the Keys to the Kingdom expansion, the Kickstarter exclusive expansion that came with Brook City. And with the addition of Morgan Hall, who was not in that particular expansion, but was in the stretch goals box. I left off wondering if Morgan's tactics are the two tactics cards I have out, and I assume the ones any ones that are coming up, but I haven't seen them yet. Read, when an influence would be placed on a crime, you may instead place it on this card. And I'm not sure if that means, like, when you just get instructed to place an influence on a card, you can put it there, or it has to literally be able to be put on a crime. Like, if there were no crimes in play, could you put it on there? Could you put the influence on that card instead? And all these crimes from Ah Long have, like, this card cannot have more than 3 influence on it, or this card cannot have more than 1. So the question is, again, like, let's say it's maxed out, can I put it on that one instead? And still not sure. But after checking out some information, Morgan Hall seemed pretty strong. And most of the stuff I read was saying he's kind of overpowered. So I've decided to go with the more restrictive version of it, which is he has to be able to put that thing on a crime, that influence on a crime, to be able to instead place it on his card, which kind of works thematically too. I mean, he's based on Dexter Morgan from Dexter, the series. And if you watch the series, like, if he can't find a victim for his, serial killing lust, he gets really antsy and can't handle that. So it kind of works with that. Like, he has to be able to find a crime to be able to, a crime that he can do something about, to be able to put that influence on him. So I'm going to play it that way. The other thing I was wondering about was I wasn't sure whether I left off with Ying having taken her turn, and after looking at the stream, it looks like Ying has not taken her turn, so I will be doing that. I also pulled out another reference card, and I'm going to try and use these as memories, as tokens for memory, whether I played that particular cop or not in this turn. But I'll probably screw up and forget to put them down. It's like, yeah, I can forget the cop. I can also forget whether to put the card down, so I don't know if it's going to be any better. But I'm going to give it a shot. So right now, Ying is up. Got Dexter over here. He's going to be ready to take out both a crime, maybe try and make this clue inactive. I don't know if it's worth it yet, because I think other cards in the case deck might just return it to active. Where's Ying? Ying's here. She might ditch this and just head to the lead. Because she's going to have to get rid of, she's got to deal with her clue. Her clue, she needs 12 progress on it. Does she have any good encounter cards, though? Because her base action doesn't actually have an encounter on it. Okay, yeah, she has this. She has 1 encounter card. But what does she have? She has Rethink. She has another tactic she hasn't put out yet. Before each cop's encounter, that cop may discard a card to gain +1. Well, I can do a card action. Can I play a card on the action step? No, I can just do a card action. Action steps, I can do a card action, I can do a move action, a hunch action, and an interact. So no, I can't. Although, no, I can play a card that way. And then play one encounter card. Okay. I got it. Alright, so it's her turn. She unexhausts her stuff. Then we play criminal card. She gets an event, cashing out. All along gains an asset. Uh-oh. He has 4 assets now. Then each cop may discard a hunch. For each cop that does not, all along gains an asset. Well, he can only even get one more asset. 1, 2, 3, 4. What happens if he gets more than what he should have? Along cannot have more than 5 assets on a suspect card. Each time Along would gain an asset. Each cop suffers a stress. Ugh. Well, anyway, I'm going to they'll both discard a hunch. I'm going to discard 1 hunch. Okay. So that is the criminal card. Maybe we should look at busting Along. Along loses 1 influence, then choose a cop to exhaust each crime in their crime area. After placing any amount of progress on this card, cop near Along may suffer 1 stress to discard 1 asset from this card. Okay, let's I'm gonna ignore that for now and go after this clue. She's gonna ditch her vehicle, police vehicle. She's gonna go up near the lead. She ditched a car. She's going up here near the lead. She loses that. So now she's going to do her card action, which is she's going to put pushing limits, get another tactic in play here. What does this do? Before each cop's encounter, that cop may discard a card to gain a die. That's good. Maybe I'll do that. Each time one of your cards causes a cop to discard a card, that cop gains a hunch. Each time one of your cards causes a cop to discard a card, that cop may discard 1 hunch to draw 1 card. Before each cop's encounter, that cop may discard a card to gain +1 die. So I'm definitely using that. She's now going to do her action step. Do a card action. The only card action she has that she can do right now is choose a cop. She's going to choose herself. That may draw 1 card and play an encounter card. So I'm going to play this encounter card. But before each cop's encounter, that cop may discard a card to gain a die. So I definitely want to do that. Each cop with a crime in the crime area gains a hunch. All right, so that's a normal. She has a resistance of 1 on that. She rolls 2 dice. But we're going to discard a card to gain an extra 1. Pushing limits I already have out. Hot on the trail. Each cop may discard 1 card to move 5 and gain a hunch. Choose a cop to draw 1 card and gain a hunch. I guess I'll discard this pushing limits. So, but wait, when do I discard this? Then each cop may draw a card and then play 1 encounter card. All right, so it's not yet. See, this is going to get complicated. Actually, choose a cop. That cop may draw a card. So I can draw a card. Maybe I'll even get a better encounter card. First thing I do is I draw the card. I get trial and error. The tactic I already have out. All right, so now That cop may draw one card and then play one encounter card. So I'm playing that encounter card. But before I do that, before each cop's encounter, that cop may discard a card to gain +1 die. So discarding this. And when I discard that, before each cop's encounter, well, I just did that. The 3 dice. Each time one of your cards causes a cop to discard a card, that cop may discard 1 hunch to draw a card. Each time one of your cards causes a cop to discard a card, that cop gains a hunch. So I'll discard this to draw a card, which is an ability on my mark. Each cop may draw 1 card and resolve the prepared effect of 1 card they control. And then she gets that hunch back with that other tactic. And I could exhaust Rethink and draw a card, and maybe I'll get a better encounter card. Can I exhaust that now? No, I don't think so, because I'm in the middle of this action effect. I don't think I can exhaust it in the middle. Choose 1 encounter card in your discard pile and draw it into your hand. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, I guess I could have done that before. I'm not going to now. But I'm curious to see if I could have done better. I could have done aggressive. That's all 1, though. Okay, forget it. All right, so now she's going to roll 3 dice. Is there any way Morgan can help her out? Discard 1 influence from this card and move 3. Well, can't do that. Discard 1 influence from this card. Can't do that. During a cop's encounter, for that cop to gain a die. Okay, yeah, definitely going to do that. Now she's got 4 dice she can do. All right, here we go. All right, what do we got here? Now 1 critical. So we're going to roll another one. Another critical. I'm starting to wonder if these dice, I got to check these dice to make sure they're weighted right, because I get a lot of those explodings, which is good for me, but, you know, it's kind of cheating if dice are weighted wrong. Each cop with a crime in their crime area. Oh, the other thing about playing this card, that cop may draw 1 card and play 1 encounter card. I forgot to do this. Each cop with a crime in their crime area, which is both of them, gains 1 hunch, then encounter. So I forgot to add the hunches for that. Each cop gains a hunch. Man, you can do these wacky combos. They're just hard for me to wrap my head around. All right, so how many? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 successes and 2 hunches, which I definitely probably want to convert, because I'm sure I got to do a ton of... Yeah, I got to do 12 progress on it. 12 progress, so I'm going to play the 2 hunches. That gives me 8, which gives me 7 progress. After encountering this target, gain the active lead. So what's the lead here? The lead is a witness statement at Noble Hill Park. Popular on weekends, the park often hosts family barbecues, charity events, and corporate events. Unfortunately, ever since the syndicate set foot in town, it's also begun hosting shadier activities, even in daylight. They've got guts, I'll give them that. Ditch, place 1 progress on a crime. Wish I could place this on the clue. All right, and I control that. Whoops. taking the lead off here. Putting a new lead goes down. Goes down here at 013, the Parasol Pharma headquarters. Corporate interests. Ditch. Discard one influence from each card in your crime area. Headquarters of the corporate giant responsible for the infamous Little Purple Pill. It's where most of the clinical trials are conducted, some of which are purported to be illegal. We've been keeping an eye on it lately, hoping to substantiate these claims. This is 013. Goes there. All right. She did her thing. Still has a move step you can do. For each cop's encounter, that cop may discard. I haven't done any exhausting on any of this stuff. So I will do that. Exhaust. Choose one encounter in your discard pile and place it into your hand. Okay. Okay, we got tipped off. All points engage. And that is it. Those are my two options. One is aggressive, one is normal. For the clue, it doesn't matter so much. Choose a cop to discard one card to move to and place a progress on a crime. All right, I'll take this all points engage. What else has she got to exhaust? Choose a cop to draw a card. Okay. Oh. Got the hiccups. Choose a cop to gain a hunch. All right, I'll exhaust that and give her a hunch because Dexter currently has 2. She has 1. And then I got this one. Choose a cop to draw a card. Choose a cop to draw a card. Should that be Morgan? 1, 2, 3. She's got 5. Yeah, I'll give another card to Morgan. Morgan gets another tactic. My own way. He's already got that one in play. The prepared part of it is each cop gains a hunch. All right, so that... Oh, no, it's not the end of her turn. She can do a move step, so... she will move here and commandeer a vehicle. What does she get? She gets... Ooh. It's like the Corvette kind of thing, or whatever that is. No cars. I'll call it a Corvette. Some sort of sports car thing. It's a little mini out. Boom, she commandeers it. Its exhaust is while driving this vehicle, move 2. Oh, during aggressive encounters, while driving this vehicle, gain a die. Well, I'm glad I took the aggressive encounter card, which is all points engage. So she can exhaust that and move 2, and I still got my normal move, so she can move 5. She could... Where are all... Okay, so there's 2... There's a dope there and a dope there she could try and get rid of in this turn, but... Then she's got to exit and re-enter, and she can't, or got to move into another Space, that's not worth it. It's not worth it. She's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if she wants to get in the police department in the next turn, she can. I'm not sure if I want to do that or not. Anyway, her that is her action, her act phase, crime phase. When an influence card would be placed on a crime. This card cannot have more than 3 influence on it. Activate. Place 1 influence on this card, then roll 1 die for each influence on this card. So, doing this one. Now, I'm thinking this can go on to... I can do an exhaust at any time. Place 1 influence card to move 3. Oh, but that's him. All right, so I'm thinking instead of placing it on this card, these cards say when an influence would be placed on a crime, you may instead place it on this card. So I'll do that. I think that's how it works. Like, it doesn't have to be when an influence is placed on his card. It doesn't say that. Although, again, maybe I should play it like that just because he's supposed to be overpowered. Activate. Placing, then roll 1 die for each influence on this card, which would be 2. For each critical rolled, all along gains an asset. All right, no criticals. We got 2 successes. Then we got the last card here. This card cannot have more than 3 on it. Place 1 influence on this card, which instead is going to go to that one. Then roll 1 die for each influence. For each critical roll, all along gains an asset. He gets a success, so that's not one of the exploding dice. All right, so that crime phase is up. Her draw phase is up. Whoops, knocked her card over here. What did she get? All points engage. Another all points engage. Okay. What's this going on here? This should be discarded. Right? Place 1 progress on Noble Hill Park. Yeah, that's the one I just did. Okay, so now... All right. Take this back, because now we're beginning the case turn, or the criminal phase. Which is, roll 1 die for each asset on all along suspect card, which is 4. For each critical, all along gains an influence. We got 1. All along gets an influence. Then discard 2 assets from all along's suspect card. So if ever get 7 influence, all along ever gets 7 influence, we lose. All right, now I place a dope. So I'm going to do at E5, the Liberty Bank. E5. Right over here. She just went by that. She could have got rid of that guy. Just drove right past him. All right, so now we got the case turn. There's no activate thing for that. Just got to draw a card. Ties to the syndicate, an event. If there are no inactive clues on the board... If there are no inactive clues, right, there's only 1 clue in active, so there are no inactive clues on the board. Each cop must remove a progress from a clue. Damn. Otherwise, each cop must either discard a lead or flip an inactive clue to its active side. Well, we lose 1 progress here. Now, there's no progress on Morgan's. If there are no inactive clues on the board, each cop must remove progress from a clue. Oh, it just says each cop must remove 1 progress from a clue. It doesn't say has to be their clue. So, loses another one. Down to 5. And we begin a new turn. Let's see. What does he have? He has a cop car. Morgan has a cop car. He's ready to deal with that crime. He's ready to deal with that token. I don't even know if it's worth it. Maybe it's like an endgame thing to turn those to the inactive side. Because I'm just going to get these case cards that turn them back over again. But I'm right there, so I figure I should try it. What do you have to do that? Clue tokens. They're an active clue token. I have to discard 2 hunches to flip it to its inactive side. Well, let's play Morgan right now. First things first, we unexhaust everything. We unexhaust it. He is next to a crime. Oh, wait a minute. First, we got to pull a criminal card. Up the ante. Wait a minute. All right, yeah, that's a criminal card. Did I do a case card last time? Yeah, I did. Okay, pulled the right thing. It's an event card. Roll a die for each backroom card in play. All right, we got 1, we got 2, we got 3. Ooh. Roll die, 1 die for each backroom card in play. For each critical, all along gains an asset. If no backroom cards are in play, each cop suffers a stress. Oh, there's plenty of them. There's 3 of them, in fact. And we got no criticals. So that event card came up nothing. All right, that card came up nothing. He's going to try and deal with this crime at F24. Which one's that? He's here. We got a crime and a clue right there. That crime is F24. That crime is this one here. Aggressive resistance is 0. Normal cop of 2. And cautious at 1. And most of his is the normal cop stuff. Yeah, that's all he's got is normal. Well, that sucks. All I have to do is 3 progress, but I know there's one where he can take stress. Maybe I'll do that. Before this encounter, he may place 1 crime to gain +2. I thought there was like maybe no holds barred. Oh, he's got an aggressive. Encounter 2, then you may suffer any number of stress. That's that one. Well, let's see what he can do. What is his normal action? Encounter 2 dice. Before this encounter, you may place 1 influence on a crime to gain +1. I could do that, but I don't. Discard 1 influence from this card during a cop's encounter for that cop to gain +1. Discard 1 influence card and move 3. So I could do that before this encounter. I'm trying to figure out the timings here, these freaking combos. I want to exhaust this. That'll give me an extra die. Discard 1 influence from this card during the encounter. Son of a bitch. Alright, so if I put an influence on a crime, I'm not going to be able to put it anywhere. Actually, wait a minute. Do I have another tactic I can put into play? I got my own way and applying pressure. No, I do not. So I kind of don't want to have to resort to that. I can discard one of them during cops encounter with that tap to gain +1. So I can get 3 dice without having to put an influence down. And anything else? Let's see. Shit. Cautious resistance 2. I guess I should do this with a card. You may place 1 influence on a crime to gain +1. I could put an influence down on a crime and just leave it on the crime. You get 4 dice. It still may not be enough to do what I want. I don't want to play that no holds barred, but maybe I should. Because that would be a great card to play against a clue, because I can just, right now I can take a ton of stress and just put a ton of progress on that. Oy. Well, I can do a card action and I can do that. So let's, I'll do a card. If I have to, I'll do the card action and I will do a card step. I will do them both as encounters. Each cop gains a hunch. Should I do that? No. All right, so I'm going to do 3 dice. Because I'm going to do this. Discard 1 influence from this card during a cop's encounter for that cop to gain a die. So we now got 3 dice. Unfortunately, the resistance is 2. That's not great. But we did get an exploding die, which I forgot to show. So we got 3. See if we can keep this going. Whoa, that don't count. Oh, another exploding. I get tons of exploding. I swear to God, I need to test these dice. This is ridiculous. How many exploding dice can I get? So far we got 5. 6. I don't know. I don't think those dice are correct. I think they're unbalanced. I just roll too well with these. All right, so 6. I think I did it. 6. Where is it? Okay, here it is. Yeah, 6 minus 2 is 4. That's enough. I busted her. Okay. Busted this. Although, you know, maybe I should almost leave cards, and that allows me to put influence on cards, and I can keep using that to fuel Morgan Hall's hate, which helps him out. All right, so there's no bust on it. No bust effect. So I just busted is all. Now, if I want to, I can discard 2 hunches. To turn that to its inactive side, I don't know if it's worth it. Don't know if it's worth it. How else would I get hunches here? Is there anything I can do? Discard 1 influence to move 3. Prepared. Each cop gains a hunch. What is this ability? Snuffed out. Bust. Oh, I should have done this one. Bust one crime. Each influence on that crime must be placed on another crime, if able. Or maybe not. It's just an automatic bust a crime. But then you got to deal with the influence on it. Huh. I didn't even notice that because it wasn't an encounter. All right. What was I looking at? Oh, yeah, whether I wanted to do that. I guess I'll do it. That turns this thing to its inactive side. And all we've done so far is the card step. Play one, no, action step, where I do a card action. So I have a card step and a move step. And I potentially have this to exhaust, this to ditch. Discard one influence from this card to move 3. I could do that and move 3 and then move another 3 with that. That would be 6. And then exhaust my cruiser. Well, that wouldn't give me anything. There's no crimes in progress. I know I'm going to get in the vehicle, so I'm going to do that. So then I got the move step. Did I play? Okay, so I didn't play a card. Oh, it's bust one crime. It doesn't even say you have to be near the crime. This is interesting. Bust one crime. Each influence on that crime must be placed on another crime if able. That's actually interesting because it doesn't say I have to be near the crime. I could just bust a crime anywhere. They both have 2 influence. I guess I can't even use it because must be placed on another crime if able. This card cannot have more than 3 influence on it. All right, well, I'm not going to do that right now. What else can I do for card action? Each cop gains a hunch. Or I can do encounters, which I can't do encounters on unless I can get close to something. Which I might be able to get over to that lead. All right. 1, 2, I mean, I could ditch my car. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and exit. Okay, that's my plan. All right, so what I'm doing is I am exhausting this. Discard 1 influence from this card to move 3. When an influence would be placed on a crime. So I guess it's, okay, I'm going to have to remember that because there's no influence on this stuff. That will allow me to move 3. I will ditch my city map. That will allow me to move another 3, so I can move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will now exit my vehicle. This is part of my card action, that exit. And I'm going to go after that lead. That lead would then be my clue, which is training grounds, has an aggressive resistance of 0, which I have no holds barred. I can take a lot of stress. That might be the way to go. Cautious is 1. I mean, not cautious. Normal resistance is 1. So I can either do something to go on. Encounter 2 dice. Before the encounter, you may place an influence on a crime to gain 2 dice. Ooh. No holds barred is encounter 2 dice. Then you may suffer any number of stress to place an equal number of progress on your target. I mean, I can take 12 stress. I only have 1 on there. Should I do that? Is that just crazy talk? So I can roll 4 dice. 4 dice against a resistance of 1. Or I can roll 2 dice, resistance of 0, But then I can add stress. So I'm going to do that, I think. And get as much progress as I want on it. That's going to be a big decision. Anyway, it's encounter 2 dice. When an influence would be placed on a crime. All right. Trying to see if any of these exhausted effects would help me, but no. Okay, so it's 2 dice. Is that it? Okay. Here we go. All right, so unfortunately we got a hunch. Damn, because I have no hunches. Not what I wanted. I'll get a hunch back at least. In fact, I'll take it now in case I forget. So I only had 1 success. And there's a, let's see, it's aggressive. There's a aggressive resistance of 0. All right, so he does 1 progress. But now I can put as much as I want on it and just take that amount of stress. If I took 5 stress, I could put 5 progress on it. 10 busts it. I could bust this lead now by taking 9 stress, which would put me at 10 stress. And I can only take 12. There's 5 leads to do. All right, you know, I'm going to take 5. Put 5 progress down on it. Take 5 stress. And now that lead, I take control of it. What is it? Oh, it's this corporate interest. Discard an influence from each card in your crime area. Okay. Now I pull a new lead. Hawk's Pub at 017. Ditches discard 2 stress. Oh, he may need that one. Considering a hole in the wall, this place is crowded even on weekdays. I don't understand why, though. Food's mediocre. The beer is flat. Must be live entertainment and the lunch specials. Or the daily wet t-shirt contests. Well, I know that's why I'm going there. All right. Ooh, that's right across the friggin' street. Oh, I'm in luck. That is right across the street. All right, I still haven't done a move action either. So I can move over there and be ready. I mean, all this moving I did was from exhausting effects and I think played in card action. What was it? No, yeah, ditching my lead. But I'm about to get that new lead. So I'm going to discard 1 influence from each card in your crime area. Okay. So I'm going to ditch the current lead that I have. Discard 1 influence from each card in your crime area. Which is just 1. And what is my... When an influence would be placed on... Okay, so I don't get to use that. Just get to discard that. All right. Now I have my move action. I could skip out on the move step and discard a stress. Maybe I should do that. Can I get in the car if I do that? I got out of the car. Yeah, because that's still part of that move step. I think I can still enter the car and still just discard a stress. Then I can get out of the car on the next turn. Not even have to use my move step. So I'm going to get in the car, get my cruiser, and I'm going to discard a stress. That's going to be the move step. I'm hanging out in my cruiser. All right, so that is everything for him. He's going to do his crime phase. This card cannot have more than 3. Activate. Place 1 influence on this card. And instead of doing that, when an influence will be placed on a crime, you may instead place it on this card. So I will do that. There we do. Then I roll 1 die for each influence. And I get a normal success there. Which is not a critical, so nothing happens there. And that is... Oh, he pulls a card. Morgan takes a card. He gets that. No stranger to pain. Ooh, this is a new tactic. When an influence would be placed on a crime, you may instead place it on this card. This card can have more than 1 influence on it. Exhaust. Discard 1 influence from this card to discard 1 stress. Oh, shit. I wish I would have known about that. Maybe I would have taken more stress. Maybe even gotten rid of that clue completely. Prepared. Each cop discards a stress. Okay. Put that up there. Took that. So that is the end of his turn. I'm going to stick this down to hopefully remind myself who has went and who has not. Because now it is Along's turn. She unexhausts her stuff. With 3 tactics. She takes a criminal card. It is laundering crime front. At the Slim and Trim Fitness Club at J1. That is right here. This card may not have more than 1 influence on it. Activate. Either place 1 influence on this card or discard 1 hunch. Then, if there's 1 influence on this card, all gains an asset. Boom. So, what's going on with her? Just put down that new crime. She is where? Where is she? I don't even see her. Oh, crap. Where the hell? Oh, she's in this Corvette thing. Okay. She's right there. All right, she's there. She could jump in and get a police car. She could... Morgan's already near this lead. She could go in there, grab a police car, ditch it, maybe head down to some of these crimes. Maybe try and take out Along. What happens if you bust Along? He loses an influence. Then choose a cop to exhaust each crime in their crime area. Oh, that's interesting. To bust Along, you got to get 8 progress on it. After placing an amount of progress on the card, cop near Along may suffer a stress to discard 1 asset from this card. Don't know if she'll be able to do 8 on him, though. She's got... he's got 2 resistance on everything, on all 3 possibilities. I guess she'll deal with crime. She's going to deal with crime, I think. And she'll stick it out in the Corvette because that will give her an extra die for aggressive encounters. And she does have 2 aggressive card encounters. She can exhaust that thing to go 2. So maybe she'll go after this new crime that just got placed. 1, 2, or maybe not. 1, 2, she could go there. I think she'll go up here. And then she could easily get over to here. All right. She will exhaust her vehicle. Uh, 1, 2. She's going to get out of her vehicle to do an aggressive encounter. She's going to do her adaptive strategy here. Choose a cop. That'll be her. That cop may draw one card and play an encounter card. Okay. Draw. I gotta remember about that because she can send that to Morgan. Not now, though, because he's not next to anything. All right, so choose a cop. She's choosing herself. Draw a card. She gets this rethink tactic, which she already has in play. All right, she's going to play her all points engage. What does she got this? Well, before I do that, choose one encounter card in your discard pile. Draw it into your hand. Choose a cop to draw a card. Choose a cop to gain a hunch. She's already got 2. That's enough for now. All right, yeah, so she'll do that. She'll do this. She drew a card, and she's going to play this encounter card. It's got 2. Because she's in the Corvette, she gets an extra die, so that's going to be 3. Then she'll be able to move 2 and place a progress on a crime. So she can place 1 more progress on this crime if she doesn't get it. She's rolling 3 dice, though, right? Yeah. Draw 1 counter card in your discard pile. Still going to see if I can do something to get any more dice. I don't think so. So here we go. What does she get? She gets 2 successes and a hunch. What is she? She's up against A8. Where's A8? Huh? Oh, that's a dope. I'm an idiot. What am I doing? All right. That's a dope, not a crime. All right, I'm going to have to undo everything I just did. She's not doing all that. I'm brain dead here. See, when I'm using the gray guys there, those are dopes. Those are not crimes. Those are not crimes. They're just drug dealers hanging out that you can get rid of by discarding a card. All right. The crimes are here, here, and here. Oh, yeah, she was here. She could jump out and get in here to get a cop car. 1, 2. She can't get to this crime without the move step. So I guess she's probably going to do that. All right, so 1, 2, 3. All right, she's not going to exhaust her card just yet, but she's going to go 1, 2, 3. She's taking her move step. Now she's exiting. Now she's doing the, who is it against? J1. All right, now she's doing the, doing the encounter versus him. She drew a card already, you know, because she's taking this action. We've already drawn the card. Already played this. Should I count this roll I did as the roll? I guess I should. It's 2 successes and a hunch. And it's against J1. J1. And it is aggressive. Aggressive of 1. Resistance of 1. So if she plays the hunch, that's 2. Damn, it's not quite enough. Because after this is then choose a cop to discard a card to move to and place 1 progress on a crime. So she could place another progress on there. But that would only give it 3. Do I have any other way to do a progress? I think Morgan has something. Although that might be from a card he's already played. bust one crime. Both influence on. Nope. Exhaust. Discard one. Nope. He doesn't have that power. And she doesn't have a lead. Discard 2 stress. Nope. Yeah, she can't bust that. Damn. Damn. Well, what has she done? She's done her move step. She's done her action. She could still play a card. She can play another card, I guess. So maybe I should just go with the 2 and take a hunch. What is the resistance? The resistance is 1. If she does that, she's only putting 1 progress down. Well, that kind of sucks. She's going to have to put 2 progress down. She'll have to use her hunch. It's going to use a hunch. That puts 2 progress on it. Well, actually, then choose a cop to discard a card to move 2 and place 1 progress on a crime. Oh, you know, she won't use the hunch. Take that back. Whoops. Gave her 2. Because she will now discard a card. She'll discard this ability, Hot on the Trail. Each cop may discard a card to move 5 and gain a hunch. She's going to discard that. That will allow her, she's not going to move 2, but she will place 1 progress on the crime. That gives her 2 progress. She just needs to make 2 more. And she can still do a card action. And maybe I'll do this pushing limits exhaust. Choose 1 encounter card in the discard pile and draw it into your hand. Maybe we can find with a normal, which has a resistance of 0. Tipped off. Yep, I'll do that. Where's tipped off? There it is. So she's drawing that into her hand. And her card action, card step, is going to be to use this to bust that crime. Each cop with a crime in their crime area, that's both of us, gains a hunch. Both get hunches. Then encounter 2 dice. 2 dice. She get anything else? Nope. But she has a resistance of 0 on this. So she will definitely be able to bust this cop, bust this crime. She gets 2 successes. That's all she needed. Boom. This is busted. That's gone. Okay, so she did a move step. She did a card step. Actually, okay, she's basically done, unless she wants to exhaust some stuff here. Choose a cop to draw a card. Choose a cop to gain a hunch. I could wait for Morgan's turn. But, let's see, she's got 5 cards. 3 tactics. Morgan has 2 tactics. He found a 3rd tactic, though. How many tactics are there? I don't know if there's 4 or 3. That's what we need to find. He's going up against cautious. What's his clue? Cautious. Ooh, it's 2. 2. All right, she's going to exhaust this. She's going to give Morgan drawing a card. Hopefully he'll find an encounter card that is not cautious. And he does not. Too bad. too bad. All right. Exhaust. Choose a cop to gain a hunch. Morgan has 2. She has 3. So give it to Morgan. And she can also exhaust this. While driving this vehicle, move 2. Did I have her do it? Oh, no. I couldn't. Ah, damn. See, she could have had an extra die. I should have drove the car to. Well, I can. He can't even drive the car next to it. Can't she get in the car? She got out for that card stuff. Oh yeah, she can. She can get back in the car. So she's now going to move 2. Now she could move up and get rid of a dope. So she was here. She got into the car. She could go discard a card and get rid of that dope. And then move back. Or 1, 2. She could get herself over next to the police department. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm going to do that. 1, 2. Not too worried about the dopes yet. It could be a mistake. But now that is the end of her card step or the act phase. She now moves on to the crime phase. This card cannot have more than 3 influence on it. Place 1 influence on this card. So instead, I'll place it over here on Morgan's and activate. Then roll 1 die for each influence, 2 for each critical. Put an asset on all along. And no criticals there. So that is the end of her turn. No, she's got to draw a card. She gets Analytical Mind. Encounter 2. This is a cautious encounter. Encounter 2 dice, then choose a cop to draw a card. So now, now it's the end of her turn. Now we move on to the criminal phase, which is going to require a dice roll. Activate. Roll 1 die. Wait a minute. Yeah. Roll 1 die for each asset. There's 2 of them. For each critical, all along gains an influence. Got none. Then discard 2 assets from all along suspect card. So now he has no assets. We add a dope. At R2, Fast Track Bus Depot. R2 down here. Put that guy down there. Then we have keys. Then we have the the case turn. There's no activate on that, but there is the draw phase. We get the Watchful Kingdom event. Each cop within 3 spaces of the active lead. That's Morgan. Suffers 1 stress. Then discard the active lead. No, he was right there. Man, they saw it coming and they got rid of whatever. He takes a stress. And we got to discard the active lead. Bam. Oh, and that was a good one, too. It also discard 2 stress. I really wanted to get Morgan to get that. Son of a bitch. Well, here's the new one. Discard 2 stress. Is that the same? No, it's the same ditch effect, but it's a different place. B6. B6, way up there. I guess all along we'll be going for it. Discard 2 stress. But Really rather have Morgan have that. All right, so it's the beginning of a new turn. I'd rather have Morgan do that because he needs to get rid of the stress. But Ying is next to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. She could be next to it 4 when she gets an extra aggressive with the car. Well, what's Morgan gonna do? Morgan's way down there. Morgan could go after some crimes. He's in his cop car. He could ditch the cop car and head up there. And what has he got? All he has is normal cop actions. Damn, wish he had an aggressive. The resistance on his clue is 1. And it's discard 2 stress, and he's the one who should take stress. So yeah, I'm gonna do Morgan. Morgan will have to ditch his cop car and head all the way up there. So he's ditching his car. First, well, okay, no, he can't ditch his car yet. Forget, you gotta... First off, he has to unexhaust. I've got discard 1 influence from this card to move 3. Anyway, let's see what happens. Crime here. Gambling den. Crime back room. And this is at P18. Well, he could bust this crime. P18. This card cannot have more than 3 influence on it. Activate. Place 1 influence on it. Standard stuff. See, I got to take these. That's how I remember who already went. That's my new way. There we go. Gambling den. So he can ditch and go up to that lead. He can also, he's right there at that crime. He's right there at the crime. He could. I can also, let's see, discard. He's got 2, so he could move 2 spaces. Discard an influence to move 3. He can move 5 spaces without, just by dealing with cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not enough. Not enough to get to that lead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. All right. The gambling den that I just placed down, P18, has a normal resistance of 2, which is bad for him. Although I can do that, I can place a crime plus 1. I think I can roll 4 dice against it. Still has a resistance of 2. I don't think I can really bust that. All right, so he's going to go stick with the normal plan that he was, which is he's going to ditch the cop car. He's going to head up next to this lead. And he's going to try and bust this lead. This lead, I would love to do aggressive. All he has is cautious. I mean, not cautious, normal. Counter to, before this encounter, you may place an influence on a crime to gain 1. My tactics are already full. I would love to do that, but then it actually goes on the crime. I can't put it on any of my cards. So maybe I should do this one first with a card step. What do we got here? Something to go on. Thinking of playing this one. Encounter 2 dice. Before this encounter, you may place an influence on a crime to gain +2. Damn. It's the same deal. So if I place an influence on a crime, it's actually literally going to go to that crime. I can't remove it and go to my tactic. Discard 1 influence from this card to move 3. I mean, I could have done that first before ditching the cop car. This card cannot have more than 3 influence on it. Exhaust. Discard 1 influence from this card during the encounter. Before this encounter. All right, okay. All right. I'm going to play this card. And I'm going to put an influence on the crime. And it's going to go on the crime, unfortunately. That'll give me 2. And then I will discard this and exhaust it, which will give me another one. So that's 3 extra dice. 2. There you go. Don't know if that's a smart thing to do. Probably not. But I'm doing it. All right, so we've got 1 critical here. So roll another die. Success. So here's what we got. All right. 4 successes, 5 successes, and 2 hunches. What do I need? I need 10 to bust it. It was a normal encounter, so it has a resistance of 1. So take that off. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 progress on it. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I think I busted it without even using any hunches. 5, 10. Yep. 10? That's all I need? That's busted. All right, that's busted. And I get 2 hunches. Place this clues token, active side up. Oh, wait a minute. In a random location. Okay. The random location is I-18. At the Binford County Courthouse. Wait a minute. I-18. Okay. I-18. I-18. There's a clue with the courthouse. Remove this card from the game and gain a clue from the evidence pool. So I got to take another clue. Where are my other clues? Here they are. I got 2 clues left to choose from. 3P and a 4P. So 1 is 6, 1 is 8. I guess I'll take the 8. Since he does more encountering than Ying. What else? Hey, what did I just do? Yeah, put that there. Okay, we need a new lead. He gets the lead, which is the discard 2 stress. Gets that lead. Put a new lead down. Concerned neighbors at the R22 Jersey Run Apartments. Ditches place 1 progress on a crime. One of the older tenements in the city got a facelift a few years ago, but that doesn't scrub away the rumors of it being home to known gangbangers. Paper-thin walls often lead to domestic disturbance and noise complaint calls, as well as the occasional hot tip. So we take the clue lead token. Where is that? That's right here. There's an R22. This is going to be our next location. All right. He ditched the car. He did a... Morgan ditched the car. Played a card. So he did the card step. So he still has the move step and the action step. And he's going to... I guess, I might as well see if there's a card I can discard and get rid of that dope. And I'll probably discard the lead I just got. So I can discard 2 stress. Each cop discards 1 stretch. Each stress. Each cop gains a hunch. I have plenty of hunches. So I'm getting discarding this thing. I'm discarding this. Why am I discarding this? Now I don't even remember. What the hell am I doing? What does this do for me? Oh, I discard this to get rid of that. Get rid of the dope. Done that. And is there anything I'm missing? No. All right, so I've done that. Can still do the action step. So the only card action I have is this. I have this encounter. So I could still do that, but I have to get to something, and I can't get to anything. Not a whole lot I can do. I can discard 1 influence from this card to move 3. And I still have a move step, so I can move 6. And I could get to the police department and commandeer a vehicle. All right. Oh, you can only commandeer 1 vehicle a turn, I think. And I think that's including police cars, so I can't. Oh, I can't do another encounter this turn. So, okay. So the action, I'm not going to do a card action. Too bad. But I can take a hunch or continue moving. All right, so let's commandeer a vehicle. It's going to go down here. Wait. Yeah, it's going to go down there. What do we get? Ooh, we get the van, which is appropriate for him. Although that's not really the kind of van he had on the show. I believe Morgan usually had black vans that were more like, more just a normal person, like an SUV kind of thing or something. This is more of like a utility van with a ladder on it. Although he had to move. Wait a minute. So he's doing his move step. Or he's doing a move action and the action step here. Right? Yeah, because he moved 1. Commandeered the vehicle. What is this ability? Abilities. During each of your cautious encounters while driving this vehicle, reduce the target's resistance by 1. I don't have... Damn. Doesn't have any cautious. Exhausted while driving this vehicle, move 1. All right, so I'm doing the action step, the move action. I did 1. Commandeered. 2, 3. Okay. Now I can exhaust that vehicle and move 1. So let's do that. Move 1. Did that. Now I can stop moving. I'm near the police, and I can remove a stress and not do anything for the move step. Or I can move another 3. 3's not going to get me where I want to go, so I'm just going to de-stress. Take a stress off. All right, so now his it's all his actions. Oh, I can also move 3 with this, actually. So maybe I shouldn't de-stress. I can move another 3. I can move 3 with that. I can move 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And get to the bridge. Whoops, should have counted that out of here. I'm here right now. If I did that, I went 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could get to the bridge. And I could exit here. Deal with that crime. Deal with that crime. What is that? 18 P18. That's the gambling den. Fox Pub. It's got 1 influence on it. I can have 3. Now I'm going to stay here. Although I could discard that influence, so I can have an influence to put on there. So I'm going to do that. Silly as that may seem. Because then I'll have another card I can throw influence on. So I'm going to take this, discard this, and move 3. Even though it's kind of a wasted 3. 1, 2, 3. But who knows? Maybe even the turn coming up, something useful will happen there. Now the reason I'm doing that is because now, during the crime phase... Did I exhaust everything? Yeah, I did everything I could. All right, so now during the crime, activate each card, and this card cannot have more than 3 influence on it. Place 1 influence on this card. So now I can put it on there. And this one... Well, let's finish this card first. I got to roll a die. Whoa, doesn't count. Here we go. Just a success. And then there's this one, and I'll put it on that card. Or maybe I should hold off. Put one on there. This card cannot have more than 3 influence on it. That means... whatever. Success. So not a critical. That was the crime phase. Now we have the draw phase for him. Morgan gets finding a weak spot. Oh, he didn't put a tactic down. What did he do for his card step? Oh, he had a whole tactic he was going to put into play. New tactic. When an influence will be placed on a crime, you may instead place it on this card. This card count. This card is stress. Shit. Oh, well, I forgot about that. Forgot about that. Encounter. Cautious encounter. Encounter 2 dice. During this encounter, you may suffer stress to add 1 critical to your results. Maybe I should stay in the van. But then the van's not going to get down very far. Did that. That is his turn. And it is now Ying's turn. Ying will unexhaust her cards. She's unexhausting. She draws a crime card, which is an event cashing out. All along gains an asset. Gives them an asset. Then each cop may discard one hunch. For each cop that does not, all along gains an asset. Wow, people are doing well in hunches, so take those off. That is done. It is now her turn to do her stuff. Okay, let me make sure she doesn't have a tactic she can put into play. Trial and error. Analytical mind and rethink. That's an encounter. A rethink is a tactic. I got that one in. Okay. All right. She is here. She can get to the police department. And she can get into a police car. She needs to get down to that lead, maybe. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me look at something here. Okay, that's just him. What is she going to do? Should she attempt to bust this clue? I think so. She has an aggressive and a cautious. It's all one resistances. Place one progress on a crime. Yeah, let's do that. That's what she's going to do. We're going to go with Ying first, and she's going to try and get that lead. So she's exhausting her car. Is she going to aggressive? She gets an extra die. She can't get down there, though. 1, 2, 2, 3. She has no other exhausted. Yeah, she's got to get that police. She's got to dump that car. Damn. Got to dump that car. All right. She can move 2, so she'll go. Oh, it doesn't matter. She's gonna 1, 2. She's gonna go here. She ditches her car. Not ditches it, but hey, does that have a ditch ability? No. She just gets out of her car, and then she's gonna commandeer police car. Which she will then actually ditch that car to get down to that lead. All right. She will then ditch her police car. Boom. Boom. Has she done anything? She hasn't even really done anything. Nope. It's all been exhausting and ditching. Okay, so she's at the lead. She does what is her adaptive strategy? Choose a cop. That's her. The cop may draw a card and play an encounter card. Okay, she will draw a card. She draws this thing. Analytical mind. And now she will be playing either Analytical Mind or All Points Engage. Encounter 2 dice, then choose a cop to discard 1 card to move 2 and place a progress on a crime. That's interesting. That could get Dexter or Morgan over to the clue. Otherwise, Analytical Mind. Encounter 2 dice, then choose a cop to draw a card. Counter 2 dice, then choose a cop to discard 1 card to move 2 and place a progress on a crime. Yeah, I'll do the all points engage. Maybe she'll even do the move, depending on where the new lead is, that kind of thing. So I'm going to play this card. Is there anything I can do to help her with more dice? Not really. I should have done rethink. Give her another card to check out. Maybe I would have gotten a different encounter card. All right, she will play this. It's 2 dice. What is the resistance is 1. She yeah, that's all right. There's nothing much more I can do there. Ooh, but she gets a critical. That's good. Rolls another one. Another critical. Jeez, something is wrong with these dice. And a hunch. So we got 3 successes and 1 hunch. I'm gonna keep that out. All right, 3 successes and 1 hunch. I'm sure she'll want to utilize one of her hunches. She has 2. Now she has 1, and that gives her 4 successes against this clue, which has a resistance of 1. That gives her 3 progress. Today, 8. So she has 8 progress on this. She needs 12. All right, so now she gets the active lead. To encounter this clue, you must be near the active lead after you gain the active lead. So the active lead is place 1 progress on a crime. We need a new lead. So it's going to be this one, R27, place 1 progress on a crime. Tucker and Sons salvage an abandoned car. The Tuckers and their 52-year-old business are at the center of a hit WBCW TV show, and fans storm the place daily for autographs. The real stars, however, are the rare vehicles that attract collectors and the dumped getaway cars that attract the BCPD. Part of some reality show. That goes to R27. Oh. She can just head right over there. All right, so now I can choose a cop to discard a card to move 2 and place a progress on a crime. That's still part of this encounter card. That's the thing that happens after. Did I get everything that happens when I encounter that? Yeah, I did. So can she get over there? Choose a cop to discard a card to move 2 and place a progress on a crime. Should she walk 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3? Yeah, she could get over there without even commandeering a vehicle. But I guess she should probably. So she's going to discard a card. What's it going to be? Each cop may draw one card and resolve the prepared effect of one card they control. Each cop discard one. This ability card move 5 and gain a hunch. Each time one of your cards causes a cop to discard a card, that cop gains a hunch. Stretch. She's already got 2 analytical minds. Rethink. Each cop may draw one card. You know, I'm going to discard that. She discards that. One of her tactics cards, it's a duplicate. And then she can move 2 and place a progress and a crime. She is going to, for her move 2, she'll move down here. 1. She'll commandeer a vehicle. She commandeers a Claxton compensator. Ooh. Does she have... she doesn't have an aggressive. Maybe we can... She already did the aggressive. Claxton compensator. Is this from the stretch goals box? I guess it's this one. That doesn't look right. Oh yeah, that's it. All right, so it's going to go there. She gets in. She's part of that. All right, so she moved 1. She gets another movement. 2. Exhaust. While driving this vehicle, move 2. All right, and then place 1 progress on a crime. I will place that progress because she's right there. She could potentially go for R24. Where's R24? She'll place that progress there. She's going on to here. Okay. So all we've done so far for her is... Did I do the... Choose a cop. That cop may draw 1 card and then play 1 encounter card. Did I do that or did I just play a card? I'm pretty sure I did that. Draw a card. So she still has a card step and a move step. So first thing she's gonna do is I'm gonna exhaust. So choose 1 encounter card in your discard pile and draw it into your hand. I wanted to exhaust that because I want... What do I want? I want an aggressive one, which is the one I just played, actually. I want an aggressive encounter so that I can utilize that ability. So she's going to draw another all points engage. She needs a hunch, so she'll discard. She'll exhaust that. What is this other one? Choose a cop to draw a card. Should I hold off on that? Actually, you know, she'll give that to Morgan. Give Morgan an extra card. What does he get? He gets snuffed out. Bust 1 crime. Each influence on that crime must be placed on another crime if able. Okay. So now she's going to exhaust this to move 2. She only needs to move 1, though. She could move 2 to get closer to that other crime. But I already have influence on R24. I'm just going to stick with that one. She moved there. Or maybe not. Maybe I should go after that other one. Nah, whatever. She's sticking it out there. Now she's going to do... She exhausted that. The only thing she did really was the action step. So now she's going to do the card step. Play this. All points engaged. She is right down here. She's next to the lead. So she's going to pull an all points engage against the lead, which just came up. And because she's in this car, the resistance is down by 1 for aggressive, and she's going to play this aggressive. So she's got 2 dice. She's got 2 dice. Well, maybe she will. You know, I'm going to utilize that move too. She's going to go here. 2 dice. Place 1 progress. Okay, so 2 dice. Is there any way to give her more dice? That's it, right? That's it. 2 dice. Okay. And she's got 2 hunches. Whoa. What do we get here? And she got a exploding. And a hunch. All right. So she'll use one of her hunches and give herself 3 successes. And the resistance was brought down thanks to the car by 1. So that's another 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's another 3. 6. Damn, so close. It's 11. 10, 11. She has 11 progress on it. She needs 12. Oh, yeah. Okay. Continue with this card. All right. Then choose a cop to discard 1 card to move 2 and place 1 progress on a crime. All right. I guess I will do that. Each cop may draw 1 card and resolve the prepared effect of any card they control. Each card may discard 1, just 2 stress. Each cop may discard 1 card to move 5 and gain a hunch. All right, I'm going to get rid of Analytical Mind. Or no, what P30 is that one I'm going after. Yeah, I want aggressive on that. So I'll get rid of Analytical Mind. Discarding that. She'll move 2 and place a progress on a crime. 1, 2. I can do that, right? Yeah, that's a street. Progress on a crime. Keep going with this one. Boom. That one's done. She still has a move step, actually, I think. Which I guess she doesn't really need. She had the card action, card step. She's been good with all that moving. She has no stress. No stress. So, yeah, that move 3, a little bit of a waste. Hey, wait a minute. Didn't I? Okay, I didn't redo the lead. Find out where that goes. And that might change things on where she would want to go. Right? She just did this. Oh, and I forgot. She's supposed to place 1 progress on a crime there. Oh, well, I lost that opportunity. I could have gotten rid of that crime there that was there. Because she now has R27. No, that's R27, yeah. Okay. I screwed up that pretty good. Because I could have placed a progress on a crime before I lost that. Anyway, new one comes out. Quick checkup. Discard 2 stress. And this is in C11, St. Thomas's Hospital. It's way across the board for her. So it doesn't change what she wants to do. All right. She could, but before her turn ends, she could get rid of that one. Ditch. It has to be her turn to ditch it. But she may need that to get rid of P30 if she doesn't roll good. She can get an aggressive, which I will do. She can... Well, that doesn't even matter. She can do a cautious. I mean, aggressive makes the most sense. It's 2 dice. She may need that to get rid of this. All right. Never mind. God, I wish I would have remembered to ditch that lead. That would have gotten rid of this one, and then she could have put it on here to help out with this one. In any case, that is her turn. Right? So now she's on to the crime phase, which is this card cannot have more than 2 influence on it. Activate, place an influence on this card. Damn. Because I could put it on one of his, but his are full. So now we roll 3 dice. Whoops. Get to show it. Wow, no criticals. I'm not getting the criticals when I need to not get them. This is crazy. All right, now she draws a new card. She gets all points engaged. All right, that is her turn. And that is the end of this turn. We're moving on to the criminal. Criminal turn, activate. Roll 1 die. There's only, for each asset, there's only 1 asset. Just knocks that over. All right. Got a hunch. Gains influence, then discard 1. So I discard now the asset. Got to pull, a dope goes in a random location. It's going to go into P27. P27. She might be able to help with that right now. Whoops. Knocking him over. 27. P. So I'm putting him here. P27. So it's right in here, actually. She might be able to deal with that. Now we pull a case card. We get the Kingdom's Keeper. If there is an active clue token on the board, and there is. Yes, there is. If there is an active clue token on the board, each cop suffers a stress. Son of a bitch. All right. Then each cop must either discard a hunch or flip an inactive clue token to its active side. Well, I don't want to do that. I'll discard the 2 hunches, I guess. This is why I was kind of thinking maybe I should just wait before I even bother to flip these clue tokens. That is that. We're now moving on to the next turn. It looks like Morgan can go after the lead. And Ying's got these things she can deal with. Let's do Ying first. Ying unexhausts. And let's see, she's up against P29. P30 or something like that. P30. Needs 3 progress. Cautious resistance is 1. Aggressive is 0. So the card doesn't help me because I can't reduce it lower than 0. But it's still good to do the aggressive on this one. Draw 1 card and then play 1 encountered card. All right, well, I'll do the action step then. And do the card action, which is choose a cop. That's her. Draw 1 card and play an encounter card. Okay. Just going to draw a card. She's got tipped off. The best thing for her is an aggressive, though, so she's going to play this one here. Encounter 2 dice. And is there anything I can do to help myself out? Well, before I do this, I should have exhausted this to give myself a hunch. I may need that. All right. So is there any way to get more dice? No, not really. Okay. See what happens. All right. She gets 2 successes and a hunch. I'm actually... Let's see. Place a progress on a crime. All right, I'm going to take the hunch, actually. So she'll do 2 progress on the crime. Means she only needs 1 more to bust it. And then she'll take a hunch. The reason I'm doing it that way is because the card is then choose a cop, which will be her, to discard a card to move 2 and place a progress on a crime. So, move 2 and place a progress on a crime. Okay. Ugh. She's got to discard a card. Can't talk. Each card may... let's see. I'm probably not going to do another encounter. Each cop may draw 1 card and resolve the prepared effect of a card they control. Each cop may discard 1 card to move 5. Gain a hunch. Maybe that one now I'll use. Should I do one of these? Lose one of these encounters? Each cop may draw 1 card and resolve the prepared effect. See, I don't want to sit here and read all the prepared effects and see maybe if that's the one I want to use. Each cop may discard 1 card to discard 2 stress. For now, he's okay. I'm going to take that one. She's going to discard that. That's going to allow her to move 2 and place 1 progress on a crime. One, 2. If she moves 2, she moves away from the dope, which is something I wanted to do. I wanted to exit the car after this. I mean, I could just move 2 out, exit 1, 2, and be near this crime. But this crime I don't need. This crime I'll knock this crime out without even encountering. So, do I want to move this car? I think I do. All right, well, we'll forget about the dope then, I guess. Well, first off, I'm going to place a progress on this crime that I just was doing. P30. And we'll bust it. There's no bust effect on it. So it just gets busted. Gone. Good riddance. Wait a minute, did I forget to play a crime card? Did she pull a crime card? This card cannot have more than 3 influence on it. That's the one I just busted. Cashing out. All along gains an asset. Yeah, she did not pull a crime card. I wonder how many times I forget to do that. I'm sure this has not been the only time I forget to freaking pull a crime card. Bet you oh, wrong button. Increased racket. This is an event. Each cop must either suffer 1 stress or place 1 influence on a front card. Well, she's not bad. She'll definitely... Ying will take a stress, which I just put on there. If no front cards are in play... Well, maybe I should have read that first. Before she busted this card... Was this the one? Yes, this was the one. This is not a front card either. Each cop must either suffer stress or place an influence on front. If no front cards are in play, roll 1 die. Does that mean each cop must either suffer stress or place 1 influence on a front card? Does that mean if there's no front cards in play, you have to do the stress? And then do that? If no front cards are in play, roll 1 die. On a critical, all on gains an asset. Each cop must either suffer a stress or place 1 influence on a front card. I mean, technically how that reads is I got to put a stress there. Although I'm not sure if that means, you know, if there's no front cards I can choose. I don't know. I don't know. In any case, I'm rolling 1 die. And it's not a critical. Though it's very possible I didn't need to put the stress on there. I don't know. All right, so I did the crime card. Where does that leave me? Yeah, I was at the move 2. Which I'm thinking of skipping out on attacking that dope. Because that'll allow me to get 2 closer to wherever I need to go. So she moved 2 down to here. And that was that. Now, what has she done in this turn? She was next to it, so the only thing she's done is the action step. Copy. Yeah, right. Right. Now, she can ditch this. Place 1 progress on a crime. So she'll do that. She's going to ditch this. And she'll place a progress on this one, which will bust this one. And I believe there's no bust effect on this. There is no bust effect on this. So it just goes away. 24. Whoops, I'm not even showing it. So yeah, got rid of the crime there. She's down here. Still has a move step, still has a card step. We can choose an encounter card in your discard pile, draw it into your hand. I should do that. I'm exhausting this one to pull out the aggressive one, so I'll have 1 of each of the 3 types. Okay. That's good. She could use a hunch. Did I already exhaust that one? I did. Oh no, discard 2 stress. Each cop may draw 1 card. No, exhaust. Choose a cop to gain 1 hunch. I already exhausted. Choose a cop to draw 1 card. Alright. I can still do a card action, so let's do that. Maybe that'll come up with something I want to do. I get Analytical Mind. So that doesn't really help me. I got all these encounter cards. So my card step could be, I can draw a card, which I don't need to do. I can exhaust my vehicle and drive 2. All right. Play my abilities. Each cop may draw 1 card and resolve the prepared effect of 1 card they control. Each cop may discard 1 card to move 5 and gain a hunch. That'll help Morgan get over next to that lead. And help me move. Each cop may resolve the prepared effect of 1 card they control. Choose a cop to draw 1 card, gain a hunch, draw 1 card. Each cop may discard 1 card to discard 2 stress. It's actually not too bad. Morgan's has 7 stress. But I'm going to do the hot on the trail. I'm going to do this hot on the trail. Each cop may discard 1 card to move 5 and gain a hunch. So I can discard a card. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot about these things, too. Oh, I forgot about this. I should have been using that. Oh, well. I forget about these tactic effects I haven't really been using. Each time one of your cards causes a cop to discard a card, that cop may discard 1 hunch to draw 1 card. All right, I'm not using that. Each time one of your cards causes a cop to discard a card, that cop gains a hunch. So I'll get an extra hunch with this too. Each cop may discard 1 card, which I did, to move 5 and gain a hunch. Move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just moved, boom, over to here. Could move over here and, what do we got here? Try and take out this gambling den on the next turn. Yeah, why not? I'll do that. No, I won't do that. I'll do it on the other side. Because I can now exhaust and move up here. Move 5 and gain a hunch. Each cop may discard a card, gain a hunch. And then I have this ability. Each time one of your cards causes a cop to discard a card, that cop gains a hunch. So I gain another hunch. And that sounds like it's going to work out for Morgan, too. Morgan is going to move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's got to discard a card to do that. I forgot. What's he going to discard? All right, he's going to discard one of these snuffed outs. Because he's got 2 of those. All right, he did that. And he gets a hunch. And then, each time one of your cards causes a cop to discard a card, that cop gains a hunch. So he'll gain another hunch. Okay? And each time one of your cards causes a cop to discard a card, that cop may discard 1 hunch to draw 1 card. Nah, he's fine. Well, he's got a ton of hunches. That cop may discard 1 hunch. Okay, yeah. Morgan will discard that hunch he just got and get another card. Maybe something good. No stranger to pain. Each cop discards 1 stress. Okay. All right. So many weird, wacky combos to deal with. Ying did her card step. Did her action step. I don't think she did a move step. No. And I don't know if she will. Maybe she'll just discard stress, because now she can exhaust her vehicle to move 2. She'll go 1, 2. Which means she can get out. On her move step. So she'll do that. She'll get out of the car. But instead of moving, she's going to discard a stress. And that is her turn. Boom. All right. She now needs to do... Oh, not entirely her turn. She needs to do the crime phase, but there's no crimes in her area. She pulls a card. It is on my mark. Each cop may draw 1 card and resolve the prepared effect of 1 card they control. Now her turn is done. And now it is Morgan's turn. Morgan unexhausts his stuff, and I gotta remember to pull a crime card. I'll definitely gotta remember, I gotta use that free takeout. He pulls a crime card. What is it? It's up the ante, an event. Roll 1 die for each backroom card in play. There's 1. For each critical, all on gains an asset. And it's just a regular success. So now, his turn. Yes. So now he's going to ditch his free takeout lead, which allows him... How did I end up with this? I don't even remember. I guess I never read this card. B6. Raphael's son, Don. This is at the... I got this lead from Raphael's North Bistro. Free takeout. Raphael's son, Dante, now runs the family business. Still considered the best eatery in town thanks to its fresh pasta and wood-fired pizza. Word is he's involved with the Flavortown ring. But so far, the only dirt we've got on him is that he microwaves his appetizers. Flavortown ring is like a drug ring that the Guy Fieri ripoff character, Gus, leads. Anyway, discarding that. And it allows me to discard 2 stress. Right? Yeah, that's what it does. All right, so now we are going after our new lead. I mean, our new clue, which I haven't had any progress on. And I need 8 progress on it. And the best way to go after it is aggressive. And, of course, he doesn't have any aggressives, does he? Nope. He has a cautious, and a normal, and a normal. All right, so what are the card actions here? During this encounter, you may suffer stress to add a critical. Before this encounter, you may place 1 influence on a crime to gain 2. 2 dice. I'd love to do that, but and redirect it. But unfortunately, I have these on there. Discard 1 influences card to move 3. I mean, I could do that and just cheese it. I guess I will. But then, unfortunately, I can't use it. Discard the influence during a cop's encounter. Before the encounter, so yeah. You may place 1 influence on a crime. In 2. So what I will do is, I guess I will cheese this one. I'm going to exhaust that, take the influence off and move 3, even though I don't need to. Should I go? Wait, no. 1, 3, and then I can exhaust the vehicle. I'm thinking potentially I can get this dope out of play with this move 3. But I don't think I can. Well, maybe I could go 1, 2. Wait, what the hell? It's here. I go 1, 2. Okay, yeah. That's more like it. Then I can discard a card to get rid of him if I want. Currently, I don't have I'm not getting a lot of crimes, so I'm gonna discard Snuffed Out. As good as this card looks, seems. I'm gonna get rid of him. And then I can move back for my 3rd. All right. So now I'm going to exhaust the van's movement, and that'll allow me to move 1 back to it. Now we're there. All right, so now we'll take care of this lead. Now we'll take care of the lead, and I can place an influence on a crime, which will then allow me to place it on that tactic. So what do I want to do? I can get 2 extra dice if I do something to go on. So that's what I will do. Although maybe I should just do the card action. No, I'll do this card step. All right, so I'm playing this thing. And encounter 2 dice. For this encounter, you may place an influence on a crime, which would go here, but then I'm redirecting it over there to gain 2 more dice. All right. Then I'm exhausting this. Discard 1 influence from this card during a cop's encounter for that cop to gain a die. So now we got 5 dice. That's why people say this guy's overpowered. You can really pull out some tricks. Rolling 5 dice. Oh, I just put it away. What is it? It is normal cop encounter. Normal resistance is 2 on this. I need 8 progress to bust it. All right, got 1 critical. Another critical. All right. So I get to roll another die. All right, so I don't know. We'll just have to add 1 success. Remember to do that. I always forget. So here we go. We got this plus 1 success. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 3 hunches. Jesus. 6 and then 3. And I got 4 hunches. If I played all... So 6 and 3 hunches. If I did all the hunches, that would be 9. With a resistance of 2. Correct? Yes. 8, 7. Ooh, man. 1 short. 1 short. All right, so I will just... I'm going to go with using 2 of the hunches. 2 of the hunches. That'll give me... What did I say? 6, 7, 8. That'll give me a success of 8. -2 would be 6. So we put 6 progress on it. And I only need 2 more progress. But I get 1 hunch back. Okay. And then, of course, I get the lead. Whatever that gives me. Gives me discard 2 stress. Okay, that's a good one for me because stresses. And then I got to move the lead somewhere. So then we got the lead goes to Queen Q8. Queen's Bishop's Pawn Shop. Stolen merchandise. Ditch. During an encounter, gain +1 die. The force knows this place takes in illegally obtained goods, but we let it slide because we generally have bigger fish to fry. That said, the threat of us cracking down is enough to convince Howard Gregson, the owner, to spill the beans whenever we come calling. All right, that goes up there. And that is the new lead. What has he done? He's only done one thing. He's done the card step. You know, everything else was through exhausts and such. He didn't even do the card action. He did the card step. Yep, that's what he did. All right, so he's still got a move step and the action step. Counter 2 dice. Nobody for him to encounter. Could get into a police car and ditch it. Where did I put the lead? The lead's way down there. It's actually near Ying. Should I go down and grab a police car? All right. The action step. Do a card action, a move action, a hunch action, or an interact action. Hunch gives me a hunch. Interact. There's no interacts to do. Card. Let me look at this for a second. Do I have to do an interact to do this? I've been screwing it up. If you're an active, you may discard 1 clean hunch. Okay. Maybe I should go do that. Deal with that clue. To do that, I got to move. And I got a bunch of moves. Yeah. But I can discard stress. So I can go. I'm thinking of going over this clue. 1, 2, 3. Go in, grab a police vehicle. All right, yeah, that's it. Do the cards, do the action step now with a move action. 1, 2. And I'm going to get out, exit it. Then I will commandeer a vehicle, my police vehicle. Which I don't think I actually need to move into it. I can now just immediately enter. I believe that's how it works. And then continue 3. Could be wrong on that. Who knows? And then I can exhaust this for every crime in my space, which is 1, which puts me pretty close. Yeah, I can do that. I can exhaust this vehicle to move the 1 space for the 1 crime in my area. And then I'm going to begin the move step. The move step, I'm just going to exit the vehicle, de-stress myself, for one, because I'm not actually going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to remove 2 hunches to turn this to its inactive side. And that is the turn. I can ditch this and discard 2 more stress. Might as well do that before I forget I even have it. And now I move on. That is both of our turns. Well, actually, he's got to finish this criminal phase. So he's got to go to this one. Activate. Place 1 influence on this card, which will then bounce over to my own way. All right, and then when an influence will be placed... Okay, so then activate. Roll, place 1 influence on this card, then roll 1 die, so just 1. What do we get? We get a normal success, so there's no asset placed. So Along has no assets coming into his activation. He has no assets. Roll 1 die for each asset on Along's, then discard nothing. We got to pull a lead card to find out where the dope goes. And it goes in L2. Sagamore. Goes in the Sagamore Yacht Club. Put it right down here. Boom. Now, pull a case card. And it's an event upcoming fight. For each active clue token on the board. And I just happen to make all of them inactive. Each cop must either discard a hunch or suffer a stress. If there are no clue tokens on the board, for each active clue token on the board, there's none that are active. Each cop must either discard a hunch or suffer a stress. If there are no clue tokens on the board, each cop suffers a stress. So I guess nothing happens. Because there are clue tokens. They're just inactive. And that is that turn. Moving on. And I got to remember to pull these crime cards. I wonder how many times I screwed that up and didn't pull crime cards. Well, in any case, Ying's got some interesting things to do there. She can get near that lead. We can deal with that. If I do Morgan first, can he help her out with that? No, not really. So let's do Ying first, and then see where the lead goes if she manages to encounter the lead in this turn. I don't know if it's smart to bust this crime over here, because it's the only crime card in play. And if I bust it, then Morgan will have no crimes to put on cards so that he won't be able to add influence. But I'm going to do it that way anyway. Maybe she'll be pulling one right now. Who knows? I'm unexhausting this. Pulling a crime card. And it is a no crime. B8. This card may not have more than 1 influence on it. Activate. Place either place an influence on the card or discard a hunch. Then if there is 1 influence on the card, Along gains an asset. So did that. It's now her turn. To bust this gambling den, she needs to do 3 progress on it. And to do that, all right, 3 progress on it. best way is aggressive. So she's going to have to pull her aggressive card. So she will exhaust. Choose one encounter in your discard pile and draw it into your hand. She'll exhaust that. We'll look for that aggressive ability. Aggressive encounter ability. Where the hell is it? All points engaged. Here we are. Choose one encounter card in your discard pile and draw it into your hand. Okay, did that. All right, choose a cop to draw one card. Choose a cop to gain a hunch. She has plenty of hunches right now. See about that other one. So first thing she is going to do, choose a cop. That cop may draw one card and then play one encounter card. All right, so she'll do that. Draw one card and play one encounter. So she draws another card, and her deck is out. Hot on the trail. Each card may discard one card to move 5 and gain a hunch. Draw one card and play one encounter. So now she's playing all points engaged. Her enemy is P18. So it says gambling den crime with a zero resistance to aggressive. So she's rolling 2 dice. She is rolling 2 dice, and that is all. Nothing to help there. Okay. So here she goes. Oop, she gets a critical. Swear to God, I think these dice have an issue. So she gets 3 successes and a hunch. That is enough to bust her. To bust this card. Three successes and a hunch. She gets that. This is busted. All right. Boom. Then choose a cop to discard a card, and that's going to be her, to move 2 and place 1 progress on a crime. Okay. Move 2. That's the one I want. All right, I got 2 of these on my marks, so I'm going to discard 1 there. Discard 1 card to move 2 and place 1 progress on a crime. So she's going to enter her vehicle at the end of this card step that she's doing, or during this card step. And no, she's doing an action step. Okay, an action step. And she's going to move 2. 1, 2. Then place 1 progress on a crime. Okay. Place it on laundering. Now she's got other abilities when she discards a card, which she just did. Not that. Each time one of your cards causes a cop to discard a card, that cop may discard a hunch to draw 1 card. You got tons of cards. I gotta shuffle a deck. Then each time one of your cards causes a cop to discard a card, that cop gains a hunch. So she gets a hunch. Definitely take that. She could discard a hunch to draw 1 card. She's got plenty of hunches, so I guess I'll do that. I'll take the hunch. Take the hunch away. See what she comes up with here. Okay. She gets tipped off. And counter card. All right, so that is it, I guess, for that action step. All right, she can reduce the target's resistance by 1. I don't even need. Let's see. She has 11. All right. She can exhaust that 1, 2. Let me So for she can exhaust that, go 2 and exit. So she'll do that. She will exhaust her vehicle. She could utilize. Well, maybe she will need it. But she only needs 1 success, 1 progress. She needs 1 progress. So she'll exhaust that. Go 1, 2. And then she's gonna do her card step because she did the action step. She has a card step coming up. She has all the resistances for her clue are 1. So which one does she want here? Gains a hunch. Each cop with a crime in their crime area gains a hunch. Then encounter 2. Encounter 2, then choose a cop to draw a card. She could do that aggressive one. Oh, no, she can't because she doesn't have it. All right, so forget that. Choose a cop to draw a card. All right. She'll do Analytical Mind. This is for her card step. She's going to roll 2 dice. And then Morgan will probably take that card. And is there anything else? Exhaust, choose a cop to draw a card. Gain a hunch. Nope. Just 2. She gets, Jesus Christ, a critical. So she gets 3 successes and a hunch. She'll take the hunch. 3 successes is definitely enough. Right here. So she just busted casting shadows. She only needed 1 progress on it. All right, bust. Place this clues token active side up in a random location. That random location going to be? It is going to be F12. Place this clues token active side up in a random location. Remove this card from the game. Gain a clue from the evidence pool if able. Why is she not exited? Oh, yeah, I forgot I was going to have her exit. That was the whole point. Where am I now? Okay. Remove this card from the game and gain a clue from the evidence pool if able. Well, definitely able. There's 1 more left. Missing fighters. And she gets the lead. We got to pull a new lead card. This is her ditch thing for this is just during an encounter, gain a die. That's pretty good. She could definitely use that. Here's the new lead. It's at R18, the Lockwood Art Museum. Well, that's near here again. Jesus. She's going back and dealing with that. Informed Investor. Discard 1 influence from each card in your crime area. The Lamb houses a collection comprising both classical and modern pieces and regularly hosts exhibits from around the world. Yolanda Cruz, director and chief curator, is known for organizing lavish galas when a particularly in-demand artist comes to town, and the guest lists always pique our interests. So that's the new lead. And again, it's near Ying. All right. Finishing up with her card step. She chooses a cop to draw 1 card. It's going to be Morgan. Morgan gets finding a weak spot. There's still a tactic I haven't done for him. I gotta remember to put that into play. Encounter 2 dice. and it's a cautious one. During this encounter, you may suffer one stress to add one critical to your results. All right, so she has left a move step, right? I believe so. Got a move step left, so she'll get back in the car. I believe she got out of it. Yeah, she can do that, I think. At the end of the other one. I don't know. It's hard to remember. Like, you can only enter or exit once a step. And with all these exhausts, it's hard to remember when you did it for what step. But I think I could, because that was a card step, and now we're doing a move step. So I would assume she got out in the card step. Move step is 3. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3. And she can't get out because she got in for that, but she'll get out on the next one. She can do the lead. She can do her exhaust stuff. Choose a cop to draw a card. Choose a cop to gain a hunch. All right, she'll exhaust all this stuff. Morgan needs a hunch, definitely. And she's got a ton of cards out. So I guess I'll give that extra card to Morgan. No holds barred. It's his aggressive encounter. So that's good. Glad I pulled him in case that comes up as a necessity. Now, her crime phase. Activate each card in your crime area. Activate. Either place one influence on this card or discard one hunch. Oh, damn, he's got influence, so I can't put them there. So it's got to go on this crime card. Now it's fully filled. So I don't know if I can move any influence over to those cards. Either place one influence on this card or discard a hunch. Oh, wait a minute, I can discard a hunch? Huh, okay. This is B8, yeah. Either place one influence on this card or discard a hunch. Well, I'll discard a hunch then. Then if there's one influence on the card, on gains an asset. All right, so now it is, got to remember to put a card down there. I already did this. It is now Morgan's turn. Morgan is going to unexhaust or refresh, I guess it's called, his stuff. He's going to pull a crime card. This is going to be a new crime. Laundering crime front. In I-7, Pop's Pastries. This card may not have more than one influence on it. Damn, I like the ones that need 3. Activate each. Either place an influence or discard a hunch. All right, so now Morgan is ready for his turn. He's not going to go after the lead. The lead's over there by Ying. So he could go inactivate his clue, or that new clue, I should say, that just came up. He's here. He could jump in his car, deal with that. Maybe go after one of these crimes. He should really put his tactic into play that he hasn't yet. No stranger to pain. What is that? When an influence would be placed on this card, you can place on this card. Exhaust. Discard one influence from this card to discard one stress. Okay. I guess he'll do that. Get that into play. That'll be his card step. During his card step, I guess he gets into the vehicle. He gets into his vehicle. He's done the card step. Now he will move. He's got 1. He can move 1. He'll move 1 by exhausting his police car. Since he has 1 crime in his area, that means he can move 1. Now he's next to the pylon. He's going to discard 2 hunches there. Make it inactive. Is there any way I can get... do I have a... No, I don't. Oh, I need hunches. Let's see. I can't do the card step. All right, all I have left is the move step and the action step. So I can discard that and move 3. So let's do this. Can exhaust this to move 3. 1, 2, 3. Discuss. All right. And now I can encounter him. Encounter that crime with... Hold on here. I knew this would happen. Did Ying go? I mean, I have this here, but I think this is part of a whole new turn. And I forgot to pull that off. See, I knew that would happen where it doesn't help me because I just don't know if I forget to pull cards on or off. Let's see. No, I think Ying went because I don't remember dealing with that recently. Yeah, I think Ying went. All right, so back to here. I did that to move 3. And I can do my bending the rules action. Encounter 2 dice. Who am I encountering? I7. Need 4 progress. There's no resistance on normal cop actions, which is what this is. Before the encounter, you may place an influence on a crime to gain +1. Well, I'll place it on here, but it will get moved over to here. Discard 1 influence from this card during a cop's encounter for that cop to gain a die. So I will definitely do that. That gives me 3 dice. And it actually gives me 4 dice now. All right, so that's it. I got 4 dice, no resistance, but I have no hunches. Any way to give myself a hunch? No. Whoops. So if I get any hunches, it won't be busted. Well, unless I can also get a critical. Let's see. Oh, man. Oh, man. 2 successes, 2 hunches. Well, I'm going to take the 2 hunches because I ain't got no hunches. 2 progress goes down. Did not bust it. And now I've got a move step. So I can take a stress off. Oh, my eye. I can take a stress off. Or I can try to head up there. I got that no holds barred now. Maybe I should... Oh, I should have done that one. Well, no, I wanted to get that tactic into play. All right, so I still got the move step. That's all. 1, 2, 3. I could move up next to the laundering. If I wanted to. I guess I won't. I guess I'll just take the stress off. All right, and then I can discard 1 influence from this card. I can use this exhaust. Discard 1 influence from this card to discard a stress. All right, so now he's down to no stress. He is, I don't know, yeah, he's pretty overpowered, maybe. Some crazy stuff there. All right, so now we're on to his crime phase. So either place an influence on this card or discard a hunch. And instead, of course, I will take this and put it on a card. I'll do this one that gives me an extra die. Give myself an extra die. And now the draw phase. So I draw Morgan's card. It is a no pain, no gain ability. Each cop may suffer 1 stress to move 3, then each cop may perform an action. So now, move. That is everybody. Everybody did their turn. So now we move on to the criminal turn. All right, so there's no assets in play. And the dope comes out to a new place. To E25. E25. Pulling the wrong thing. E25. It's next to a clue. An inactive clue. So, now, let's do Ying first so she can deal with this lead. Because maybe the lead will move near Morgan. We'll see. Unexhaust everything. Gotta remember to pull a crime card. What do we got? It's a crime. Laundering crime front at B13 Apollo Cafe. Right up there. I should say, right up here. Right up in the north side of the board. This card cannot have more than 1 influence on it. That is her card. All right, did that. Did the dispatch phase. Now we're moving on to her turn. And what is she going to do? Choose a cop to gain a hunch. All right, she's going to do that. She's going to give a hunch to Morgan here because he's a little low on him. Choose a cop to draw a card. Choose an encounter. I don't think she needs to do that just yet. Let's see what happens here with this lead. So she'll exit the lead. Exit the car. Our car. And so all of hers are 2 resistances. Ooh. Play 1 encounter card. And all hers, it's all 2 dice. All right. Place 1 progress on a crime. Each cop with a crime in the crime area gains a hunch. Crime area gains a hunch. I can do that. Or I can place a progress on a crime. I don't think I will do that. Yellow points engage. All right, her card step. Yeah. Card step? Action step. Just going to do this card action. Where she chooses a cop. That cop may draw 1 card and play an encounter card. So she's drawn a card. It's trial and error. Each time one of your cards causes a... Oh, it's a tactic. Do I already have it? Yes, I do. The Prepared then is each cop may discard a card to discard 2 stress. All points engage. It rolls 2 dice on an aggressive, and the aggressive resistance on this particular clue is 2, so that sucks. This is going to be tough. I'm going to need some criticals, but I got some exciting stuff going on here, because before each cop's encounter, that cop may discard 1 card to gain +1 die. I'll definitely do that. What do I need? What can I delete here? Tipped off, on my mark, hot on the trail, trial and error. Each cop may draw 1 card and resolve the prepared effect. Each cop, these are encounters. All right, tipped off I got 2 of, so I'm going to discard that. All right, so that gives me, that gives me an extra die. And because I discarded a card, each time one of your cards causes a cop to discard a card, that cop may discard a hunch to draw a card. And each time one of your cards causes a cop to discard a card, that card. So I'm going to gain a hunch, and then I'm going to use it again and just draw a new card. On my mark, each cop may draw a card and resolve the prepared effect. So 3 dice now. Except I'm going to ditch this, which allows me during an encounter gain +1 die. So now I got 4. I got 4 dice. 4 dice against a resistance of 2. Oops, forgot to show it. Looks like I got 4 successes and a hunch. Definitely going to use that hunch. Gives me 5 successes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. 5 successes. Minus 2 is 3. So we pull out a progress of 3. Need another 3 to get that one. All right. So I'm not even done with this this card yet. It's counter 2 dice, which I did. Then choose a cop to discard a card to move 2 and place 1 progress on a crime. So who needs to move 2? Well, first off, I have to, let's see. I have to move the lead. I gained the lead. All right, I gained this lead. Discard 1 influence from each card in your crime area. Gain this lead. We'll find out where this new lead goes. It goes to J7. Well, that's near Morgan here. Holy shit, it's right near Morgan. It goes right up here. So Morgan's right there. Oh, well, damn. So, okay, I lose this lead. Never got to use it. And now we have this one, discard 2 stress. All right, so now we have to choose a cop to discard a card, to move 2, and place 1 progress on a crime. Well, definitely don't want to move Morgan. So, oh my God, what did I do with Ying? Where are we with Ying? I didn't exhaust the car. I think I was right next to her, and she just exited. She exited, did the action step. All right, so now we have a card step and a move step. But we're still on the action step, so she can't get back in the car. She can't get back in the car to do this move 2. That sucks. That sucks. Well, I guess it's going to be Morgan then. And I'll just move his car a little bit more centrally located. No strain. Each cop discards one stress. Okay, I'm going to... no stranger to pain. I already have in there. So Morgan will discard no stranger to pain, which will allow him to move 2. He's going to go actually 1, 2. Then he'll exit and he'll be near the lead and that crime. And then he's going to place a progress on a crime. So he'll place that progress on this crime here. Boom. Now, Morgan discarded a card due to Ying, due to Ying's playing of a card. So Ying, each time one of your cards causes a cop to discard a card, that cop may discard a hunch to draw a card. Each time one of your cards causes a cop to discard a card, the cop gains a hunch. All right, so Morgan gains a hunch, and he can discard a hunch if he wants to draw another card. And I think he'll do that. He gets and applying pressure tactic, which he already has out. So each cop may move 3 is the prepared effect. Hey, wait a minute. Where's the lead? J7. Oh, I screwed up. No. J7 is up here. So she's... Ying still has this lead. Ying still has that lead. Jesus. I don't know what I'm doing. All right. So... all she did was play that... action step. She now has a card step and a move step. All right, what is she gonna do? She could try and bust along, but it doesn't seem worth it. She should maybe get back up north. So what abilities does she have? She has some good abilities, maybe. She can use her card step 4. Each cop may draw a card and resolve the prepared effect of a card they control. She can do trial and error, and each cop may discard 1 card to discard 2 stress. Each cop may discard 1 card to move 5 and gain a hunch. He doesn't need to move, but she could definitely move 5. Each cop may draw 1 card and resolve the prepared effect of a card they control. All right, prepared effects. Each cop may draw a card. Each cop may draw a card. I think I'm going to do the move one. Where's that? Where's the move? Hot on the trail. Yes. Hot on the trail. Each cop may discard 1 card to move 5 and gain a hunch. So she'll play this card. She'll get in the car. I don't know. Where's she going to go? She's got... she could go pretty far. B13. That's not one way up there. Maybe she should head up there. Okay. And now she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, I know she needs to discard a card to be able to do this. She gets a hunch. What is she going to discard? She's got to discard that and that. Let's see. Trial and error. Each camera. She's got 2 on my marks. She'll discard that. And because she's discarding a card, you know, she gains a hunch. And if she wants to, she can discard that hunch to draw 1 card. She's got plenty of hunches, so that's what she'll do. Maybe she'll get something good. Hot on the trail. Is that the one I just... Nope, that's the one I got. All right, so now... does Morgan want to do that? Morgan will gain a hunch. He only has 3. Yeah, he might as well. Because he can get the card right back. So, or a card back right away. Each cop discards a stress. I'm fine there. All right, so he's going to discard No Stranger to Pain, which will allow him to gain a hunch. Then he can also gain another hunch, but then he'll use it to redraw a new card. Something to go on. That gives him a normal encounter. All right. So she did her card step. She still has her move step. Still has her move step, which is 3. And she got some exhaust abilities. She can exhaust her vehicle to move 2. She could actually commandeer police vehicle now. So maybe she should do that. She would get out at the end of the card step. Boom. She's done with her what do you call it? The vehicle she was in. I don't know. What do you call those? Convertibles. Done with her convertible. Jesus. She's done with her convertible. She's going to commandeer a police car and get in that. All right. She's got 2 crimes in her area, so she can exhaust that and move 2. 1, 2. She hasn't done a move action. So technically, even though she's done a lot of moving. So actually on her move step, she will exit the vehicle, get next to that crime, and just will remove a stress. So she's now at no stress. And she's ready next to that crime. And that is her stuff. She's done. Now, we are going to place an influence on a crime. All right, so now she does her crime phase. And the crime phase is either place an influence on this card. Come on, there we go. This card may not have more than 1 influence on it. Oh, shit, oh, that's progress. Activate. Each place 1 influence on this card or discard a hunch. So instead of doing that, I'll place it on that card. Then I will do the same for this. Put it over here. And that is her turn. Well, she's got to draw a card. Boom. She gets trial and error, which is a tactic she already has in play. It's not entirely her turn. She could exhaust some stuff here. And I didn't do that. Oops. Choose 1 counter card. Choose a cop to draw a card. I could have done that, and I never did it. Whoops. All right, that's going to go here. She's done her turn. Is now up to Morgan. Morgan is going to unexhaust his stuff. His cards, and he's got to draw a crime card. What's that going to be? Up the ante. Roll 1 die for each backroom. Oops, sorry. Roll 1 die for each backroom card in play. Crime front, crime front, crime front. It's 3 crime fronts. There's no backroom in play. Roll 1 die for each backroom card in play for each critical all against asset. No backroom cards in play. Each cop suffers a stress. All right, now we're moving on. So far, this game's been pretty easy, I think. Yeah, I think Morgan may definitely be overpowered. Anyway, Morgan is over here. He's gonna see. He needs 8 to get bust his clue. And he's already got 6 progress on it. Whoops, get off there. So Morgan is now going to exit his vehicle. Did I, wait a minute. I unexhausted. Did I pull? Yeah, I did. The crime card was an event. All right. Yes, I did do that. I am halfway brain dead. Or fully brain dead. All right, so he's going to exit his vehicle. He's going to go after this clue. How's he going to do it? The resistance on the clue is 122, so aggressive is the best way. He does have an aggressive, but all I need is 2. And I'm going to use that. That's going to give me 3. Discard 1 influence from this card to give a constant. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. All right, so I'm going to play the. I'm going to do the card action of the action step and do this one. Gives me 2 dice, but before it, I can place 1 influence on a crime to gain an extra die, which I'm not going to do because I can't redirect it to one of these. These are full. I mean, I could put it on one. Maybe, put it on one that maybe it's going to be busted here. What's Ying up to? She's going to do B13. I don't know if she can bust it, though. What am I going to bust? I7. That's this one here. It's got 2 on it. That should be easy to bust. All right, I'm going to place an influence on that one. That'll give me an extra die. And I can exhaust this. Should I do that? Because maybe I'll do that on the next one. Nah, I'll do it now. Just make sure. All right, I got 4 dice. 4 dice, a resistance of 2. So I definitely should be able to get this. And I get 3 successes, 2 hunches. What did I say? Resistance of 2. So that's 1 progress, definitely. 5, 6, 7. I just need 1 more. So I will use a hunch to give myself another one. That's 8. And I still got another hunch, so I get that hunch back on that one. And this is busted. Correct? Yes, 8. That one's busted. Vandal. The Vandal dossier clue is busted. To encounter this card, you must be gain the active lead. All right, so I get the lead, which has a ditch effect of discard 2 stress. I got to put a new lead out, which is at B26. Way over here.